Are we live? Yeah, I think we're okay. So I'm streaming now, so we're good. Um, where do we start? So last time we talked about where we're just about to go into the gala at the
Party time.
it's part time, yeah, at the Figg and Associates Art Gallery. If you remember, you have 7 bidders that you're trying to manipulate, right? We want to get that bid as high as possible so that we can make sure that the Jewel of Yavin is sold for as high as possible. Let's describe. So, did you guys do anything between the end of the race and walking into this party? Is there anything that you guys maybe wanted to make sure you did, or are we just going to go back to the home base and get gussied up and then come back down to the museum? What's that? Oh, okay.
Pick up coke and prostitute.
Okay. All right. Just to make a presence when you walk in. That sounds good.
I mean, that is very important.
It's true.
I'd say it's a distraction.
Well, yeah, that would be a little bit distracting. You're right. Yeah. So, if you guys remember, this gala is the annual affair that they have every year to celebrate the milestone of Ecclesias Figg, the founder of Cloud City. So, because of the fact that this is an annual thing that everybody goes to, anyways, now everybody knows the word of the auction. This auction that you guys are going to attend, it's made it more involved, right? There's much more attendance than otherwise would be the case if it was just the normal thing that they normally do. So this is a good situation for you guys because you can be, squeezing in and out of the crowd, and it'd be easier to blend in because there's a lot of people here, right? So you're going to see all kinds of people, maybe even some people that you have bumped into earlier. Maybe you'll see that the merchant at Hobie Ron's was that shop that you guys tried to go to. And of course you're going to see Arend Shen and his daughter Eris, who you're working with, and they're dressed up to the nines, of course. Pretty much all high-ranking bureaucrats are there, and I think at some point people are assuming that Lando Calrissian will be coming through as well. So anything you guys do or say as you're coming into the gala? 'Cause nobody said they did anything before the gala, so I'm assuming you're just walking to the gala and just
Clear the way. Winter's coming through.
I like it. Cool. Yeah. So everybody turns and they see you, and and they start clapping. The crowd is
buy me a drink.
Yeah, everybody's cheering you on. Yeah, everybody's cheering you on. They recognize you obviously because you're the winners of the race. You're coming in as an entourage, I'm assuming, right? Or are you guys separate as you walk in?
I mean, Dracon's probably in front, I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, I think me and
Soon.
Grexel, Ricky,
Soon.
Soon.
Soon's going.
we're up front, kind of leading the way, so people aren't
Sure.
really paying attention to our guys behind us that are coming in.
Okay, cool. But people are going to assume as they watch you guys walk in that they're with you, obviously, because you came in as a group. People are cheering for you. Flashes going off. People taking holo vid and pictures of you. And yeah, you have some random drunk people raising their glasses, and just some random guy walks by and hands you a glass full of whatever the specialty is. It's some kind of bubbly,
I drink it without question.
fluorescent blue bubbly alcoholic drink.
And I punch him in the face for not bringing 2.
Okay, so what's next? Let's see. What happens next is they announced that the gala is the bidding will begin during the gala here. and you see that the bidding facilitating droids come out, and one by one they're taking the bidders back into the exhibit room. If you remember where that was when you did your recon mission, they go back to the room where the jewel is, and one by one they're going back to submit their opening bids. And each one comes back out, and they mingle with the guests. And let's see. So, what happens next? So after all of them have gone, all 7 of them. If you guys remember who they are, we have the old lady Eliza. She looks kind of like
Baddie
she's
old
really
lady
quiet.
with too much money.
She's a baddie old lady, quiet, doesn't kind of keeps to herself. She's one of them. She comes back.
It's working now. I'm a genius.
Oh, what did you do, Bob? Oh, good Lord, thank you for fixing that.
To the god Kali. Sorry, that was.
Oh no, Shiva. Oh no, Shiva.
Oh no, what does he say? What does he say? How does he say
Doesn't matter. It's offensive, and we're recording this.
Madam Shiba. Yeah, whatever that guy.
Well, now it's posterity has you being racist. So.
Oh God.
Nice.
We're just talking about the Temple of Doom, my friend. A classic '80s film. Okay.
No, it's not. It's the Temple of Doom.
It's not a classic '80s film. Okay. Goonies, however, that's a classic.
Goonies.
Yeah, Goonies, man. Got a problem with Goonies?
War games. No, okay.
War games. Okay.
Shall we play
digress.
a game of chess?
Yes. So did you hear all that, Bob? I don't know if you were hearing that as you were fixing the
I
audio.
did.
You did. Okay, good. Awesome.
Or how about
So,
you?
so Eliza comes back. She seems satisfied. Then we got each of the other bidders. Shreya Ordasa. You guys have the dossier about her, right? You remember what she is? She's a scholar from a university.
Wants it for her university department.
Yep. Right. Exactly. And then you see Vorst Tabarith, who's Eris's husband. He's that mob boss on Cloud City. He's the kingpin there. He comes out after he puts in his bids.
Been going soft.
Yeah. What's that? He went
I
soft?
was looking at all my notes. He's a drunkard who's been going soft.
Yes. Yep. That's correct. Then you have Paws Pedorra, who's a Twi'lek. I don't know. I guess if you guys are watching these people closely, which I assume you are, since you're going to need to be talking to them soon. Paws Pedorra comes out kind of with a wide-eyed look. He's a little bit uneasy, seems like, as he comes out from his bid. Then there's Mil Makir. He's a Shagrian. I think that's how you pronounce his race, Shagrian. He comes out and he looks super confident, obviously. Last but not least, well, not actually. There's 2 more. We have Caltho the Hutt, whose racing team you ended up beating, luckily. He comes out, he's got his bodyguards with him, and you notice that his bodyguard is, in fact, what's his name? The guy you raced against.
Is it Carrick? Right?
Carrick, the bounty hunter. You notice because he's got his bounty hunter gear on, so he's kind of like his bodyguard, sort of. It seems like, because he's walking along with them. And also, you notice that Caltho has because obviously, Hutts are very. They like to live in opulence, but they also try to hoard their riches. So they're always on high alert. They've got protection around them and all that stuff. He's also got 2 other people with him. First one is this a Bothan Majordomo. He's it's kind of like his main assistant guy, right? And he's Bothan. Then lastly, he's got a droid with him, a protocol droid. So basically, Caltho has people with him. Everybody else seems to be, on their own. They don't have much about them. And then last but not least, we have this this Zekrafol woman. She's working for the mining company, and she comes out after her bid as well. So now everyone's placed their initial bids. Let's see. So now is the time to. So what's going to happen now is the bidding droid is coming around and talking to everybody. So as he goes to each one, he tells each bidder what the high bid is, and anybody who wants to continue will go back in and bid again. So now it's your opportunity to see what you want to do, and if you want to talk to any of these people before they go back in, or if they drop out. I mean, people might be dropping out based on the high bid that they just heard. So is there anyone that you feel like you want to walk up and talk to, or get familiar with? You have your dossiers with you, so maybe you ought to find a starting point there. And I assume that Burt is going to be doing all the talking.
Yeah, so there's an obvious rivalry between Mil Makir, which stands for 1,000 Makir. And,
yeah, Bill, that's right, yeah.
Right. College Spanish.
That's right.
And Shreya Ordasa, because Shreya Ordasa broke Mil Makir's heart.
Oh, right. Yep, that's correct.
There's a little rivalry there.
So here's...
he's involved in corporate espionage. I feel like that would always be a good thing to pit against a hut. Because huts are all about the business.
The bids.
Although the hut's a little weird because he doesn't really care. He's just there to win, it seems like. I think Boris Tabareth is going to get drunker as the night goes on. So the first... Well, I'm going to come back to that.
Okay.
Perhaps Dracon and myself should just go start slamming shots with Vorse.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Nice.
You and Dracon go over to Vorse and introduce yourself and talk about how, badass you guys are, and just start getting him drunk. And start talking about, like...
What a pussy he is for not winning?
How much... Man, if I had that for my wife, she would never nag me again. Stuff like that. Just stuff like that.
My wife.
Okay.
Wait, so Calvin is interested in Eliza.
He is? Why is that? Where do you get that from?
Because I think it says that she may have owned it in her youth.
It says that?
Here's what I'm... So you got to pit Eliza against Caltho. You got to pit Mil Makir against Shreya Ordasa. Coming up with this on the fly, kind of.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's what you would be doing if you were actually standing in that booth.
And Paws Pedorra is in love with Shreya Ordasa. So that's the love triangle right there. So
those dossiers were pretty useful.
I think what we do first is get Shreya Ordasa. So do we know who does the first bid?
Who does the first bid?
It's bid in order, right?
Yeah, so let's see. The first one that's going to go back in is Eliza. If she decides to go back in. If she decides to go back in, but that's if she decides to go back in.
Okay, so she bids first.
Well, she did bid first, but now it's the second round, or the second round of bidding is about to start. So she has found out what the high bid is. Now she needs to decide if she's gonna stick in there or not.
Okay, so I'm gonna go talk to her.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me put some stuff up on the screen here to make it fun. So we got who we got? We got Burt over here. He's talking to Eliza. Okay. All right. So what do you say to her as you walk up to her?
So am I talking to her now? Have I found her?
Well, yeah. So she's kind of like standing on her own. She doesn't have anybody with her, so she's just kind of standing around, looking very calm and just observing the room, basically.
Okay.
So
I'm
she's
gonna
like
walk up to her.
Okay.
Walk up to her.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna casually, saunter up, next to her on the wall or whatever, and say, when I was just a young Bothan, I had a puppy.
Okay.
The puppy's name was Richard Calgary. And he was the most important thing I've ever had in my life. I valued every moment we spent together. We shared heartache, laughter, the occasional beer that I dropped on the floor. I'd started drinking young. And one day I found out that my puppy, Mr. Calgary, had, that's what I call him in formal settings. And my puppy had gotten too big. And my parents sold him. And I'll never forget that day.
She's looking at you with an odd eye. She's doing like a side look.
If I ever had anything that precious in my life again, something I felt such fond feelings towards, I would never let it go, and I would do whatever it took to make sure that no one else got their filthy hut hands on my puppy.
That's really good. Okay, so she's looking at you. She's looking at you sideways, and she's kind of like unsure of why you're nearby. You can tell that she's like, "Who are you? Why are you talking to me about a puppy?" And why are you talking about a hut? I don't know who you are.
Meanwhile, I'm petting Grixel behind him.
So I'm gonna roll a charm check.
Okay, for her, a charm check is gonna be daunting. So you're gonna need 4 purple dice.
Ooh. Oh, should we get our force set up?
Oh yes, go ahead and I forgot about that. Let's roll our force dice really quick. Everybody roll one so we can get some. Let's see what our bonuses are.
And also, did you mean to be sharing your screen, Ryan?
Which one?
In the here so that we can see what you were displaying.
Oh, you didn't see it, did you? Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm gonna.
Yeah, let me roll. Oh, jeez, come on.
Wow.
Not
all dark side. Okay, I got you 2 light side. There you go.
Hooray.
Okay, so 2 light side.
And we still need Soon's roll.
Soont. Where's your roll? Oh, 2 more light side for you.
All right.
Okay. So 2 more light side, and what's the total on the dark side? Is it it's 4?
I think it's the same, right?
So it's even, huh?
4.
4 and 4.
Even. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we got that set up. Let me see if I can make sure that can you see what I'm sharing now, or no? Did it disappear altogether? Let me see if I can share it again.
You right now.
Okay, let me. I wonder why that went away.
That's or the roll 20.
There we go. Can you see it now, guys? Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I need to. Oh, present to everyone. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Can you see it now?
Mm-hmm. There's
now
a
you can.
A handsome Bothan and.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. So I had that. That's being pushed out to the stream, but you guys didn't see it, so I apologize. So now you can see it. Yes, handsome Bothan talking to Eliza. So sorry about that. I thought you were looking at that the whole time. Okay. So where were we now?
So I
we rolled two.
roll a
Yeah, so
charm
it's
check. Now she said she's daunting, so it's 4 purple.
4 purple dice for her daunting charm check.
No
yes.
setback die.
No, not in this situation. There's nothing that could be perceived as a setback. Just because she's very standoffish and very closed in. There's not really much more. I mean, there's no.
Maybe I can do. Would if I did a deception check, would it be any easier?
No, deception. Pretty much anything you try to do to her will probably be daunting.
Well,
Charm,
that's fine.
deception, coercion, any of that is just gonna You might as well try it though. See if you can pass the charm check. You're a charmer, aren't you?
Yeah, I upgraded it also, so
Yeah.
it's
So
3 yellow.
let's see if you can get us something special.
This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. No, it didn't work.
I believe in you.
So you got
I don't believe in you only because I've seen the result already.
I would just like to point out, I have 3 yellow die. You can't see it on your screen. I can see it on mine. I did not roll a single success. I rolled 6 advantage.
So Bob, this is why I'm suggesting that you go out and buy real dice, because I know you keep having this this bad digital luck, right?
There, that one didn't count.
See what I mean?
Wow.
I still failed.
Well,
Oh, there
whoa.
see, did that one count?
Does that one count? No, that one does not count.
No, he used the 5 reroll skill. It's you reroll it 5 times. You know that one.
The first one doesn't that give me an advantage.
The proficiency die has 7 sides that are supposed to give success.
Yeah, I didn't roll one of them on 3 rolls.
And this is why I'm asking you, please. Hey, do you have an iOS device?
Yes.
Okay, do me a favor. Pay $4.99. Who cares? Pay $4.99 and download the damn Star Wars Dice app.
Wait, can I do it on Android?
I think it's on Android too. Yes. Please do it now. If you have $4.99 to spend, it's the best $4.99. It's called the Star Wars Dice app.
$5?
Yeah, but it also covers Imperial Assault. It also has X-wing dice in there, and it has
really?
all this RPG dice. It has all the different dices that they use in their games. Yeah,
Fantasy Flight game is like the devil.
they are, dude. They are. They're like sweet, juicy candy.
They're like the Starbucks of board games.
I think you are correct, sir. You hear that,
All right.
Fantasy Flight? We're talking to you.
Wait, so can I re-roll this then? Because this dice
I will
is
let you
broken?
re-roll it if you can get that thing installed. Because I know that this damn dice roller in our Hangouts is never very accurate.
Do you secretly work for them, Brian?
No, I do not. But I do enjoy all the
Is that
games.
why
that they
we're
make.
live streaming now? Is that he's doing plugs for the game?
No. I just want Bob to be happy with his dice rolls, because every time he
that's
rolls a
true.
dice, he's pissed off.
Mm.
And so now there can't be any, like, if you have real physics involved, then you can't really argue with physics, right? Because otherwise, it's like a slot machine in Vegas, right? It's like it's predetermined almost, because it's just using math, really. Like it's using
Or the claw machine.
probability. There's no the claw. Okay, sure, the claw machine. No, I'm talking about real physics, right? Like something bumps against something else. This is
Not that
just
phony
using
claw
math.
physics.
It's using a formula, right? Some kind of mathematical formula that may or may not always give you the correct results.
That's right.
Is downloaded, Bob. In the meantime, everybody else think about what you want to do next. And I know the rest of you.
I'm
I
just
mean,
getting smashed in the back of the party. I mean,
Nice.
just
smash.
coke
People are
and booze
people are nice.
teas
All right.
everywhere.
People
I'm
recognize you
drinking
guys, so they're
before.
giving you free drinks because they recognize you guys.
Oh,
if you're at
yeah.
the bar, you guys are getting free drinks. You haven't spent any of your credits yet because people are like,
We're just
"Congratulations, you
destroying.
guys did a great job today." Yeah.
I want to see if I can. I want to roll to see
Okay.
if I can sneak my drinks into the planter so Forrest gets fucked up, drunk, but I stay
Me too.
sober.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. So that would be a that's
Very
skullduggery. That's skullduggery because that's trying to do something with sleight of hand without people being able to see it. Do you have
Wouldn't that be
skullduggery?
Skullduggery says
Well-
pick locks, escape from cell.
Skullduggery?
Yeah. I mean, stealth
Really?
checks say, like, blend in with crowd, hide an opponent's senses, hide people or objects from attention of others.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's fine.
Oh.
That's
Concealment
stealth. I
misdirection.
thought, I thought skullduggery was kind of like hiding a weapon or like but that's fine. Yes, stealth is correct. Go ahead and do that.
What difficulty?
For Vorse, let's see. You don't want him to see what you're doing? Is that what we're saying? Okay.
Probably already 3 sheets to the wind.
Remind me. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna add some boost dice, of course, because he's already starting to drink. Remind me now. Oh, did you get the app? I can hear it already. It's making the droid sounds. Okay. Okay. Remind me what core ability what's reverse of stealth? He's gonna have to do perception.
Stealth is
Right? What,
agility.
perception is what?
Let's see.
Willpower? Not willpower.
Stealth is
Presence.
opposed to...
Perception is cunning.
Perception is cunning. Okay, so he has a 4 of cunning. He has 4 in cunning, so that means that by default he has 4 green dice, I think.
Okay.
He's a very
So
cunning
it's
individual.
4
because
purples.
That's what makes him 4 purples. But let's give you a boost die, which is a blue one, right?
This is stealth, usually opposed by perception.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing. Perception is cunning.
Cool.
Is cunning. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. He has 4 in cunning, which means he's gonna, if he does a perception check, he rolls 4 green dice. But for you, it's 4 purple dice because it's opposed. Does that sound right to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
So he has 4 cunning because that's how he became a mob boss. He's very cunning and perceptive.
Not good. Yeah, I'll try to time it so as he tips his head back to take a shot, and I'll just pour mine out real quick.
Okay, so I'll give you 2 blue boost die then instead of just 1.
Okay.
And you're rolling actual physical dice, correct? I would love to see how these results come out.
How the hell does this work?
Okay.
So did you choose the Star Wars RPG, Bob?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you just got to choose the dice you want to use, right?
Okay.
And then do I roll?
Yeah, you just roll it and tell me what you see.
Okay. Ah, stop! Jesus. It rolled like 9 times.
All right. Let me tally up.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's so sensitive.
This sounds like Bob is humping a droid.
Oh my god, it's so sensitive.
Alright. Oh, for fuck's sake!
What happened, man?
It's every time I...
Can you just press a button to roll it, or can you use your finger to swipe to roll?
Uh.
Why don't you try that? I can roll actual physical dice for you if you want. The actual, like, RPG dice.
Okay, here we go. Alright.
What'd you get, man?
Remember this, I got 3... Well, I haven't rolled the purple yet.
Okay.
Oh shit, I rolled the yellow. God damn it.
Oh.
Reset. It's fine. Just reset. I'll let you roll again if you want, or if you want to keep your results. It's up to you. Up to you, sir.
Okay. Well, I got 3 successes, 3 failures, 2 advantages, and 2 threats. So this thing sucks too.
It's either that or you got the worst luck ever rolling dice. Maybe you should not go play craps in Vegas.
Alright.
So threats cancel advantages, right? Successes cancel failures. So you ended up with what? No success? 0. Okay.
Big fat fucking 0.
Well, I mean, that's meant to be. It's obvious that this Eliza chick doesn't really want to conversate with anyone. She seems very focused, obviously. And that's kind of what this dice is telling us that. It's storytelling dice, man. It's saying, hey, this is how she feels about the situation. What'd you get, Ricky?
So I got 3 success, 3 failures,
Okay.
3 disadvantages,
Yep.
5 advantages, and a triumph.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
So
something good happened.
yeah, a triumph. So let me ask this question though. While you're drinking with him, are you asking him to raise his bid?
I'm
Or
mostly
you-
insulting his manhood.
Insulting his man. So you want him to get mad at you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, don't get him mad.
Trying
Because
to
he has all of his goons surrounding him. Like there's a bunch of dudes that are
just in the
that work with him.
drunken, friendly kind of way, like, come on, you pussy, bid more.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I want to win this. Come
Bid more,
on,
yeah.
do it.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you got him drunker. Let's see.
I guess. I don't know. With
Okay,
that
so
roll,
he-
does he noticed me spilling my drinks?
It was a failure. Is that right?
I mean,
So you failed.
Neither
the
success nor failure.
failures evened out. It was 3 and 3.
Right.
But I
But
got-
you don't have any.
So I
you
ended
don't
up with
have
a net
any
gain of 2 advantage and a triumph.
Right. Okay. So you failed. If you don't have any successes left over, then you failed basically. And let's just say that.
Oh wait. Each triumph symbol also counts as a success.
Yeah, you're right. It does. So it is. So you
Okay.
So I
succeeded
succeeded.
at hiding that. That's good.
Triumphantly.
You triumphantly did it. Yeah,
Indeed.
and that's good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like
But
a
that, so
over
the
the
only
head
stuff
shot with the planter.
Nice. That's good. Okay. So yeah. So remember that triumphs they can never cancel a despair, and a despair is the opposite of a triumph. So those two don't ever cancel each other. So
Right.
if they ever happen at the same time, it would be like a majorly awesome thing happens at the exact same time, a majorly horrible thing happens. So let's tell this story together. So basically, you succeeded in hiding that thing. It's gotten him to drink without you drinking. So you're a lot more aware of what's going on. He's a little bit drunker, but this guy is super resilient. I mean, let me show you a picture of him up on the screen. You guys can still see it, right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna flip over to you guys. It would be. Where's our friend Soon? Here he is, and here's Vorse. He's a big burly guy, so it's going to take a lot for him to be drinking before he actually falls over. Now, he's getting into the spirit of this, though. He's enjoying the fact
Our
that you
jovial
want
jabs at one another.
that you're challenging him. So, let's see. What would you? Let's see. It seems like he's controlling his tipsiness, obviously.
He can hold his liquor.
Right, he can. So, do you want to push him to drink some more, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep challenging him to drink some more.
Okay. So he accepts your challenge, and he's pushing back, and he's saying, "Let's start a drinking contest." I challenge you to a drinking contest. So basically, you guys are gonna do a competitive resilience check, and this
Done.
first
Let's
time.
do it.
So it's basically you guys are all throwing back some shots. Okay. So yeah, I know Dracon's gonna be into this too. So he's talking to both of you guys because he's kind of he likes fellow
We're all
drinkers.
drunkards.
Yes. So competitive resilience check. When we do a competitive check, you guys are going to compare your resilience. Is that a thing on your?
Resilience, resist the effects of a toxin.
Yeah. So resilient. That's what it is. It's a toxin. It's an alcoholic toxin. So you got to do a resilience check. What's your resilience check?
Woohoo! -2.
-2.
Let's see.
No, 2 green dice.
Okay, that's good. That's good because this first round of shots that he's buying for you guys to compete with is going to be an easy competitive resilience check. So
Oh, actually
that
pretty
just
good.
means- so 1 purple dice for that.
So mine again. 1 purple of his.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see what you got, man.
Mm.
In the meantime, Burt, what is he saying? Is he saying anything else to Eliza, or is he still letting her look at him sideways and wonder what he's doing in her space?
I mean, I can keep talking to her. I don't know what good it's going to do since this check is so hard.
Yeah. That's up to you. You tell me what you want to do. It's likely that it'll just be more of the same
I want to move on to someone else.
based on what you just experienced.
Yeah.
Okay. So think about what you want to do next while these guys are getting their dice results ready. Anything that Grixel is doing
Do I know?
in the auction during the go ahead.
Sorry, can I find out who's going after her?
Yes. Well, you already know because you saw them coming out in a certain order, and the bidding droid comes back to each one of them and says, here's the high bid. Are you going to bid more? And then they either go back into the viewing room and bid again, or they walk away. So the next person is going to go in as Paws Pedorra.
Okay.
All right. On my roll, I got a net gain of 1 success.
1 success. Okay, good.
Nice.
So
Barely.
A pass is a pass.
I got my. Shoot, I always forget what those are.
You got 3 successes, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yep. Explosion means success.
I got 3 successes.
nice. Yeah, of course you do. You guys are drinkers. Okay, so he's just getting rowdy and getting into it. So now if you guys are going to do another suggestion about raising his bid or whatever, his baseline, you have to do a charm check with him. So his baseline for that, if you want to make him increase his bid, you got to do a charm check with him, and his charm check is a hard charm check, but he's got a upgrade to that, so it's 1 red and 2 purple. But because you won the contest and you've been pretending like you've been drinking even though you haven't, I will give you 3 blue dice if you'd like to do that charm check to get him to raise his bid.
Is that on right here? Is that on?
Who's
So
Or
you
either
guys-
of us.
here?
Should we
Say
both
that
On Ricky,
try to
right?
charm him with that?
You guys can both try, sure. I'll let you guys both roll. Go for it. I forgot to put Dracon in this picture. Sorry, go ahead. What was the question?
I'm so sexy.
I was going to ask, what was his dice again? 2 reds and a purple?
1 red, 2 purple.
2 purple, 1 red.
Yep.
Okay.
But you get, was it 3 blue?
What am I rolling?
This
Not my resilience again. What am I
You're
rolling?
rolling a charm check, which I don't think Dracon has very very much to him, but
No, I got Jack.
Who are you charm checking?
they're trying to get Vorst Tabareth to raise his bid.
And I have 3 blues, right?
You get 3 blues, yeah, because and don't forget you guys have the destiny tokens you can flip too if you need to. They're trying to get him to raise his bid by drinking with him.
Oh, because I got a really good charm
Okay.
score. If I go over there and take one for the team, although my luck has been terrible.
Are you actually drinking something right now, Bob? Are you drinking some bourbon right now?
Just 2 of these.
Tequila.
Ah, nice.
My roll actually was not that bad.
Okay.
I got 1
Oh,
advantage.
what'd you get?
At least got an
You got-
advantage.
I got 1
You got
advantage.
Did you get a success though? That's the question.
No.
Okay.
No success.
Alright. Let me tally.
Word.
My name is Dre Cone. I'll kill some prostitutes. But we don't talk about that.
I'm totally like looking at that picture of the of the lizard guy trying to sing that. It's hilarious. I love it. Pretty funny.
I guess right now Grixel's kind of just drifting around. This is one of the times where he really has nothing he has to do, and he's not really good at any of this, so he's kind of.
And he's
He'll
got
run
his,
intel. He'll communicate for folks.
he's got his
Are we
droid.
ready? I got
Droid's
no
here.
plan.
Oh, you ready with the next plan? Okay. So
Looks like I only got Actually, nothing. Everything washed out.
Okay. That's
So
fine. So
maybe I might radio over. I let Burt know they've got Vorse pretty drunk, but they couldn't quite. They're not quite persuading him yet.
Or
Okay.
nice.
tipsy,
I
I
like
guess.
that.
Tipsy.
I like
Yeah,
that.
getting tipsy.
I like that. Grixel is keeping tabs on
tabs.
what's going on. Yeah.
Trying to run some
And hey
comm.
guys,
Yep.
don't forget that you guys brought in the loser of the race, Terran Razor, if you remember. So what is he doing
yeah.
exactly? I forgot about that guy.
Oh,
He's supposed to be
we
drinking.
used an emergency. He's used an emergency.
he's saved
So
for
what-
later until we need somebody to start a fight and distract
Yeah.
everybody. That's
Okay.
where he
So what is he doing right now? Did you guys like
drinking.
shuffled him off into a corner somewhere and gave him some drinks? Okay, that works. I just wanted to know where he was. It's fine.
Just stand there.
Okay.
We just need him drunk for later.
Okay. Good. So what's next? We're gonna go back to Burt trying to talk to somebody else now. Is he gonna go talk to Paws
Yeah, so
Pedorra?
I think I got two options with Paws Pedorra. So I got two ways that I can get him to boost up the price.
Okay.
First of which is I'm going to try to tug at his heartstrings. That doesn't
Tug at
work
his
out.
heartstrings. Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to tell him is, hey, sweet head tails you got there, my friend. You Twi'lek a gun.
You treat like son of a gun. I like it. Okay, let me put up.
I've noticed you've been eyeing that Shreya or Dasa over there. She is one attractive alien. Reminds me of a girl I knew back in my hometown of northern Minnesota. And I tell you what would impress the hell out of me if I was a lady, which I've been before, in disguise. If some handsome Twi'lek threw a little money my way towards a gem and then shared it with me, I think that would really work. So that's that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do. Oh wait, I have a better idea. I'm going to run a deception check on him. Be like, look, Mr. Paws Pedorra, I know you aren't who you say you are. You aren't some executive with the Thoratech. But I'll tell you what. I think that Shreya or Dasa over there, you want her to think you're a big shot. Let's make her see that you're a big shot. You go in there and you put down one big-ass bid. I'll make sure she knows who it came from and that you're a high roller. What do you say, Paws Pedorra?
Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, let's do a deception check. Sounds good. He's gonna have a hard deception check because he's caught off guard here. He doesn't really know where this is all coming from. So a hard deception check is 1 red, 2 purple. So go ahead and roll that in your little app there. One other thing I need everybody to do, because since you guys are in a crowd of people that don't know you and never seen you before, at some point I need everybody to do a charm or cool check to maintain your cover, that you're not trying to like infiltrate and change bids. Because if people notice what you guys are doing, it's gonna raise some alarms for some people. They're gonna wonder, why are you talking to the bidders and not anybody else? So you're gonna need to do it. Everybody's gonna need to do a charm or a cool check whenever you get a chance, and that is an average charm or cool check, which will be it'll be upgraded. So it's 1 red and 1 purple whenever you get a chance, while Bob is getting his thing put together. And you guys all tell me what your results are as you're mingling with the crowd and making sure that nobody notices that you're on with these bidders trying to change
Just
their mind.
include Grixel, since he's trying to he already knows he's kind of creepy looking, and so he's kind of just
it's going to be all of you guys, because people are going to wonder why you're standing over there on the wall by yourself next to your droid doing nothing.
Okay.
So you have to kind of
Including me, because I just won the race. I mean, I belong there.
yeah, I guess. I mean,
We're drinking.
you
We're
guys are
partying
drinking,
over here.
Yep, but you guys are talking directly to one of the bidders, so that's going to raise the people are going to wonder what the deal is with that and why you're not talking to anybody else but the bidders. Just as we go, we're going to do this like every once in a while.
All right. I forgot to tally this. Well, let me check something.
Where'd you get there, Bob?
So I have succeeded, finally.
Excellent.
Yay.
Okay, so this is going to get. So what does he say to you? Let's see.
I'll fix that later.
So you just did a deception check. Yeah. Okay, and you succeeded. That's good.
On my cool check, I got a net gain of 1 success.
Nice. Okay. Nobody says. I mean, it's obvious. It's destiny. You're there because you're a winner and you're drinking. So nobody really notices that you're specifically talking to a bidder. That's fine. Okay, that's good. So Paws Pedorra, he's kind of like, he seems kind of nervous as you're talking to him, right? And he kind of feels like he's backed into a corner a little bit. Is there? So you what was your results? How many successes did you have, Bob?
I got 1 success.
1 success. Any advantages or anything?
It canceled out with the threats.
Okay, so just one success. That's fine. Okay. All right. So he's going to say. Well, first he'll say to you, "How do you know that I have anything to do with Shreya?"
Well, I would say, how do I know that you're not who you say you are? And I think you know that I'm being honest there. I think you know that I'm right. Or frankly, I don't care if you think that I'm honest. You know that I'm right. You aren't some big wig with this company. You've got fake credentials. I can spot fake credentials a mile away. But I'm not going to rat you out, because I guarantee you everyone else here who's in a position of authority knows that you're a fake too. And they just need one excuse to get rid of you. So what I'm going to do, instead of turning you in, letting them know that you're trying to rig the negotiation or the auction or anything like that, I'm going to help you out. So how about, instead of you wondering who I am or what I'm doing here, you just do what I say?
Okay, what is it you need me to do?
I need you to go in there and get this party started.
So he says, I'm just here to impress a girl. I'm not trying to cause any trouble.
A girl more than you bumping up the bid and then me going across the room to saying, hey, big guns over there just bumped the shit out of this Jewel.
Ooh. Okay. Well, if you're gonna help me out that way, that's fine. I'll raise my bid. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry I got angry.
Okay, I'm going to go place my bid now.
Ooh,
So he goes off and he goes to place his bid. And let me see here. I just need to check something really quick. So, let's see.
Hey, y'all want to see a dead body?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I cut this dude's hand off and shoved him down a garbage chute. You guys should wait. What?
You're saying all that stuff. You're saying all that stuff to Boris thugs, right? They're like, wait, what? What?
Like nothing.
Wait.
Go back to sleep.
A garbage chute? What?
No.
Okay. So Paws has gone back and placed his bid. Let's see. What did everybody else get on their charm or cool checks for staying cool at the party and not being noticed or picked out of the party as a?
So I think I got 1 fail.
Okay.
Is that right? Yeah, the triangle.
Yeah.
I got
One
one
fail.
threat.
Okay.
Coming.
No,
One.
you got 1 threat and there's 1 fail. Okay. So people are starting to take notice of you. So you guys got to make sure that you don't act suspicious about talking to only just the bidders, I guess. I mean, you can just describe some other things that you do to not seem so suspicious, I guess. So, Jason, you were just on the phone, I saw, but because you got a fail on that, you said? Is that right?
Just a fail, yeah, nothing else.
Yeah, okay. So people are wondering why you're like, you can see people looking at you like suspiciously. Why is that guy standing over there? So you're gonna have to, come up with a storytelling way that you're preventing people from gathering further suspicion on you.
Actually, is Greg here too?
Greg, yeah. He's over with a bunch of mechanics over in the corner.
So I think
people that he
so.
knows.
Yeah, Grixel notices he's been sort of spotted a bit, so he decides he's going to try to mingle with Greg and some of the mechanics since he's got the droid. That might look a little less
right.
weird.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So,
okay.
I think he's going to try that to avoid too much suspicion.
I got to keep remembering to update the imagery here so that we have. So he's going to go over and talk to Greg. That's cool.
Greg.
That's good.
Yeah.
So then they start looking at your droid and they're like, "Oh, this is a nice droid," and where'd you get it? And
Oh, thanks.
what kind of mod did you put on it? Like all kinds of mechanic talk.
Yeah, and
All right.
yeah.
Geeking out over it.
Yeah, they're all
Grixel-
geeking out over
Grixel can do some of that.
They're geeking out over your R3AC.
He's got some experience.
That's a nice
Maybe
paint job.
Bring up an
He's
old
yellow.
shipping story with Greg, and just mingle a little bit.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
What is Dracon gonna do to avoid suspicion?
Piss in the planter.
What? Okay.
I buy a round of drinks for a bunch of the guys who are around. So it just looks like I'm continuing to get smashed as this racer who just won.
All right. That
And
sounds good.
try to inebriate a few of the people while I'm at it.
All right. How many would you say you're buying for?
Enough.
Okay. I'll just say 5, maybe 5 people
Yeah,
that are standing nearby. Okay.
I was gonna say 5. Yeah, 5 works.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna have to shell out some creds for that. Maybe I'd say like I don't know, like 85 creds. Will probably be about right if you're buying everybody shots. And that will get rid of some suspicion. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I got that. I'm covered.
All right. Cool. What's next? Let's see. I need to. Anything that you want to do next, Bob?
Who's next?
Next on the list is Shreya. She's going to go in next. So
We'll go
Paws
over
has gone
Shreya.
in and placed his. He's gone in to place his bid. The droid has come back, told Shreya what the high bid was. So now she's, she's deciding if she's going to go or not to place her bid.
Alright, so I roll up on Shreya.
Okay. What
And
would you
I
like to
say
say to her?
that-
She's kind of here. Let me. I gotta change the picture so you can see what you're dealing with. She's kind of a feisty one. Let's get Burt back up there. All right. So there's Shreya. She's got that serious attitude about her. What would you like to talk to her about? She's kind of she's looking at these other 2 people who are dancing nearby her and kind of there's Zabrak, I think is her race, right? She's a Zabrak. Is that correct?
Yeah.
No, she's Togrushin
Yeah.
or Togratan. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's damn Star Wars. Togruten, I guess, yeah. So yeah, that's what those other 2 chicks are in the picture too. They're dancing. So she's talking with them because they're, from her home planet. What would you like to say to her?
I've never met a professor who is more ensconced in a love triangle than you are.
Whoa, wait, who are you? How do you know that I'm a professor?
I'm a gentleman who just had to talk that Twi'lek fellow down from the ledge. Plus,
What?
got our buddy Mil McKeer over there who's trying to impress your trousers off. Must be hard trying to compete with men trying to outbid you just because you're a pretty lady. I wouldn't know. I've never been a pretty lady. But I can tell, Shreya, that you're a serious person here for serious purposes. And you're not interested in love. You're interested in research. And I applaud that, being a researcher myself at the University of Toronto. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, Shreya. Because that fellow over there, Paws Pedorra, he's got his eye on that jewel because he's just out to get it to impress you. Mil McKeer over there is out there to get it to spite you. I'm going to put a wrench in both of their plans to make sure you get what you need. But in order to get what you need, you got to beat Paws Pedorra's bid just now, or else you aren't getting jack.
Huh. Well, I appreciate you coming to me with this very interesting information.
You're welcome.
And then she says, "I'm not so worried about Paws. He's just got a little crush, and I don't understand why he's even here. He's never had the means to afford this kind of thing. So he must really be trying to impress me."
He might be. Yeah, I think this is a guy we're talking about who's desperate. You're saying he's just got a little bit of a crush. The guy has fake credentials in the middle of a negotiation for the biggest jewel in the freaking universe. The guy is obviously well-funded, and he's here to impress you. So if you think that he's going to stop now, you need help. And you're going to need some help to get him to stop. And I am your guardian angel to help you, my friend, because I want this. I'm like Indiana Jones up in this bee. I want this to go into a museum.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm not so worried about Paws, but Mill. Now that man, he makes me extremely mad. He is so arrogant, I cannot handle it. So you know what? I'm gonna make sure that I bid higher than that guy because I want to push him far, far away. I think he's trying to steal it from me. Make sure.
Shreya, you are a smart lady. You're a smart lady.
Okay,
so don't forget about our pal Paws Pedorra, because a man who is that desperate is also that dangerous. I learned that from MacGyver.
Okay, let's. Can you do this for me really quick? Do an average deception check with her, so that because she doesn't know if it's really true or not, but she has to believe that what you're saying is true. So go ahead and average, but it's going to be upgraded, so it's 1 red, 1 purple deception check.
So I got 3 successes, a failure, a triumph, an advantage, and 2
Disadvantage.
Yeah, so basically your triumph counts as a success. The other successes sound like they're... So how many is that total? It's like 2 successes or something?
I got 2 successes, a triumph, and 1 set, or what do you call it? What do you call this one? Not a failure, but the other one.
Oh, the threat?
Threat.
The threat, yeah.
Okay.
So I got 2 successes, a triumph, and a threat.
Okay. All right, so the triumph is good. And how many successes? 2 successes? That's great. That's really gonna you overly convinced her that she needs to make sure that she gets the best of Mil McKeer, basically. You could tell that she's she's just trying to shrug off the Paws Pedorra thing, because she's just doesn't want to have anything to do with him either. So, let me see. So yeah, she's gonna go ahead and go do her thing. You had a total of 1 triumph, 2 successes. So I'm trying to do my little spreadsheet thing here in the background to keep track of what's going on. It's a special mechanic that I'm trying to keep track of to make sure that the bidding is good here. Okay.
By the way, I guess
wow,
while he was talking to her,
yeah,
I decided to try to sneak another shot into the planter with Vorse. I did my roll and I got 3 successes.
Nice.
No,
good.
Sorry, 4 success and 3 advantage.
Dude, that's really getting him. That's getting him blasted for sure.
So the planter is drunk now.
The plant is getting drunk. Yeah.
Yes.
So let me see who's next, Bob. Bill McKeer's next. If you want to talk to him.
Uh-huh.
I do.
Okay. So think about what you're gonna say to him, and then let's go to everybody else. What is Dracon doing right now? I guess he can't hear me. What is Dracon doing right now?
Drinking.
Oh, he's drinking more.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm still schmoozing with that one fat dude.
Vorse.
Is there anything you want to do?
The purple fat dude.
Do you want to do another? You want to do another competitive shot?
Yeah, sure.
Shot competition. So this time, it's gonna increase. The difficulty is gonna increase because people are getting more drunk. So we'll do 2 purple dice this time. I'm gonna give you 1 boost die because Vorse has been drinking more than you guys because you've been hiding it in the bushes or in the planter, whatever it's called.
Or at least I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead. Let me. I gotta put that up on the screen. Hold on a second.
Actually, I'm just gonna roll another stealth check to see if I can throw this one out.
Another one? Okay. Oh, you mean while you're doing the competition? That's awesome. I like it.
While we're doing the competition, I'm gonna try to just hide this one again.
Okay. Well,
First,
so you're gonna stealth it first, and then you'll do the competitive check. Okay. The resilience, competitive resilience
if I
check.
fail my stealth, I'll.
Yes. Exactly.
All right. Let's see. And versus his perception, was it?
Yeah.
Oops. All right. Let me tally this
I
up.
got advantages.
Let's see if I can sneak this one by. 12. Yeah.
Did you hear that, bro?
What was that?
I got
What'd he
2
say?
advantages.
Yeah.
2 advantages? Who did?
Yeah.
Rick?
Dracon, right?
Oh, Dracon. 2 advantages. So you didn't succeed,
No.
and that was with a blue dice, huh?
Yeah.
I see that. Okay.
2 advantage though.
2 advantage. That's fine. You can use that to your advantage later. How would we want to use that? I guess we could just use it for boost die in the conversation later.
Okay.
Basically, he won that. He won that competitive. He won the competitive drinking on that round.
Okay. I got 4 success, 3 fail, a threat, 2 advantage, and a triumph.
Holy crap!
Still
So I
success and
succeeded.
triumph, right?
Ended
That
up
was
with an
for-
advantage and a triumph.
That was for hiding it. That was for hiding it in the planter.
Yes.
Good lord. Okay.
So it's moving at like Dragon Ball speed right now, I think.
Yeah. Well, okay. So because Dracon kind of this is an interesting way we could tell the story here with this. Dracon kind of he wasn't able to win that one, so he kind of like had like that, you know, that hurling reaction because
I threw in my mouth a little bit.
threw up in your mouth a little bit. Yeah, exactly. And Vorse is kind of like chuckling and laughing at you and like you know patting you really hard on your shoulder and like chuckling and whatever and that I don't know what your triumph can be used for. I'm going to use that to I'm going to push that forward towards you saying you want to have him raise his bids more. Is that okay with you? Would that work?
Okay.
So
I put it out and I'm acting like, yeah, I did it, man. I took you on.
And he's like, wow, I can't believe it. So you said something that he's like, wow, you're such a good racer. And you can drink. Good Lord. Okay, so you said you had I'm going to just apply your triumph and your successes. How many successes were they? One?
I had one success on that. And
one triumph. So, okay. I'm just adding these. It's kind of like little points that I add.
One advantage.
Okay. And one advantage, yeah, okay. Okay. So you push that forward. That's good. What's next? Let me think. Oh, you know what? Gosh. I was in the middle of trying to send something here. All right, what about Grixel? I just want to like go around and make sure everybody's doing something.
Yeah, probably. I guess he's still talking to Greg, but trying to keep an eye on maybe the bar situation a bit, just in case he needs to send some intel or anything. So yeah, still kind of hanging around for now.
Okay. Bob, you still there? It looks like his image is gone.
Yeah, sorry, I had a call. Hold on.
No problem, man. I just sent you a text, so make sure you read it. Next person that's going to go, so let's see, Shreya went in, and Mil Makir is the next one that's going to go in for bidding.
Who's going in next?
Mil Makir.
Oh,
You got my text, yes?
I did.
Okay. So we're gonna have to handle that at some point. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that. We'll probably have to have everybody go away for a little bit, maybe. But that's not quite yet. We'll talk to Mil Makir first. Let's see.
Okay. Roll up on Mil Makir.
Yep. And what are we saying to him? He's
What the fuck did you do, Mil Makir, to make that lady so pissed off at you? Just bumped the hell out of this auction to make sure you don't win it.
What?
What do you mean, what? What did you do? Burn her house down?
Oh, where are you hearing this information from? Who told you?
I heard it from her.
How do you know her? Where
Talking to her, trying to make nice conversation with a lovely lady who's a professor like me. Tells me that all she wants to do is make sure that you go home empty-handed.
Wow. Okay. So first, sorry. As you walked up to him, he was you noticed that he was flirting with this chick, and you know he was kind of trying to get her attention or whatever. So yeah, you're talking to him in front of her, and so like, the girl that he's hanging out with reveals herself as Shreya's assistant. She's like, well, how do you know all this information? Where did you hear this? How do you know Shreya? I've never seen you before.
What does it matter you never seen me before? I just met her over there and she spilled all the beans. She usually that open-mouthed with strangers? I mean, she must hate this guy something fierce. And the fact that you're over here talking to him, man, I'm sure that's not something that she wants to hear about, right? Since she's your employer.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, I don't want.
And you wanted to
have
win.
anything- I don't want to have anything to do with this guy.
Shut her ass down now.
Okay, so Mill's kind of like flustered or whatever, and the assistant isn't really responding to his flirting because he's trying to get her to dance or whatever. So it's more like she's not really wanting to be around him. He's just kind of bothering her in a way. So he just says, "Well, wow, what business is any of this of yours? I don't know you from any other person."
I just want this to be a fair fight because she just went in there and eviscerated you. Eviscerated you.
By doing what? How much did she pay?
Oh, well, the droid didn't tell you? Do you want to wait for the droid to come along, or do you want to put in a bid that a man would put in?
Okay, let's do an average charm check to get him to. Let's see. Yeah, do an average charm check. Oh wait, sorry, not average. Let's do it. It's an easy charm check because you're getting him to hear about Shreya doing better bidding. So, but does he know it to be true, or this is gonna be more like a deception check, isn't it?
It is more deception.
Yeah. So let's do an average deception. That's 2 purple dice.
I got 2 successes, a failure, an advantage, and 2 threats. So that comes down to a success and a threat.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
So that threat, we're going to need to remember to apply next time you talk to him. If you do talk to him again, next time you talk to him, it'll just add a setback dice. Maybe because he just got really pissed off or something. But you got him so riled up and mad that she's trying to mess with his mojo that he's more than happy to go and spend vast amounts of money to best somebody. So how many successes did you have? And how many triumphs?
It came down to 1 success and 1 threat.
Okay, alright, so just 1 success, that's fine. Okay. And so just 1. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Shreya seemed to get more. You convinced Shreya to go much further than Mill did, it seems like. It's pretty funny. Okay. So he goes in and he storms off to go place his bid. The next person that's going to go in is Vorse. So he's over at the bar with your fellas over here. And I totally forgot to change the images up here. It was
Oh yeah.
it was Burt and
Was it the Mill and the assistant?
Neil McKeer here is the guy with the blue skin and the horns.
Hmm.
So for Force, I'm going to turn it over to Dracon and Stu because they've been working in.
Okay, that works.
You look like a puppy.
You do look like a puppy. Like your puppy named Richard, what was it? Richard,
Calgary.
Richard Calgary. Oh, man. Okay,
I
so
guess,
Drake.
we got him pretty lubed up though now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you do. He's, so let's see what else we can do here. Give me a second. I'm just popping in some more images. Okay, back to these guys. So, let me think what we need to. You got to get him to raise his bid. We've already done a couple of things. Let's see here. So, are you good? So, what else would you guys like to do in order to get him to raise his bid? Is there anything else, or are you just gonna keep doing the same as you've been doing?
I'm like, hey, you pansy. You want to be a real man. You bet higher than everybody else. I bet you don't have enough money to bet as high as these people. My cat says so.
What you gotta do, man, is you gotta buy that gem and you gotta like plaster it right in your beard, right here, for everybody to see.
Wash things.
BS this whole
You don't have enough money to do it.
All right. Okay.
Nobody screw with you. You got a gem right here, just looking at him in the face.
And he's very. It makes him, it makes him chuckle some more. So he's happy about that. So now we're gonna do your charm check again, but this time we're gonna make it easier for you because you got him really looped up. Because you got to convince him to spend more money, obviously.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different than competing to like shoot some shots. But because you got him so drunk and you aren't as drunk as he is, go ahead and do a charm check that has 3 purple dice, and then I'm going to give you 3 blue dice for boosting.
I was going to say, my charm is absolutely horrible.
Mine is not great, but
It's probably still better than Grixel.
Then I think I'm going to use one of our
I took away the red dice that used to be there, though. It used to be 1 red and 2 purple. Now it's only 3 purple. I've downgraded the check to something a little easier, so there shouldn't be any.
The Destiny gets me 1 green, right?
What do you have now as charm? It's got to be pretty minimal, huh?
He's inspired by the winning racer, it looks like.
No, that's
so
amazing.
He buys the gem and
it really goes with the story, though. He's very interested in it. He's very interested in the fact that he's hanging out with the winning racer. I think it helps your cause a lot. What'd you roll, Rick?
I ended up with just 2 advantage.
Okay, that's fine. So we got 4 successes. That's pretty good. So that puts us at that number.
buys the gem and he buys me a boat.
Yeah. That's funny. Okay. So that's good. He goes in and goes to place his bid. He's stuck in there. So let's see what else would we say here. So let me just take a step back and describe how this adventure book says that this is supposed to be run, and I want to I'll get your feedback because we can make it easier if you want. It's saying that, so we're still on the first round of bidding, and what happens after each round is one of the bidders is going to drop out because they don't have, they don't have enough money to, or whatever. They don't want to stick in. So at the end of this round, based on what you've been talking to people with, somebody is going to drop out because they don't have enough to stay in. It's supposed to go 10 rounds, but that's a lot of rounds. So I don't know. We might have to split this up into a couple sessions, of course, but we can.
I guess you could also, if you want to shorten it, just like based on how successful charm are. Like if they're really successful ones, maybe they skip a couple of rounds and their bid, like something they would have done later, and several people drop out.
That's exactly what I was thinking of doing. I was actually, because based on what you guys have accomplished so far. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Fred's penis has something to say.
That's my dog's dick.
Hi, Fred. Okay. Hi, Fred.
Oh, Fred.
So, that's exactly what I was thinking. I just wanted to let you guys know that wasn't how it's supposed to go mechanically, but I can easily take what you guys have done in this first round and kind of translate it over 3 rounds or 4 rounds, maybe eliminating up to three of the 7 bidders, just to make it speed up a little bit. We can fast forward. I think because I don't want you guys to get too bogged down or bored with this stuff. So there's only 2 more bidders left. The last 2 is Zekra and Caltho the Hutt.
Oh fuck! All right. So for Zekra, do we need to?
We can. So I don't know. That's up to you guys. Well, I'm sorry, Bob. What would you like to do about it? We see that Caltho is over with his 2 people or 3 people that we talked about earlier. The protocol droid, the bounty hunter, and his little assistant person. They're hanging out over in one area. Zekrafol's got her mining company suit on, and she's got her briefcase. Actually, let me show you a picture of her. Zekrafol is here. She's got her mining briefcase full of documentation because they want to. I don't know. Remember what your dossier said? Something about how they wanted to collect it for their studies or something. The mining company. So she's over with a couple of other mining company people, and maybe at this point we can have. Let's see. Maybe we can have Bob, because Bob's gonna need to go off on his own without you guys hearing it. So I don't know if you want to do that now, Bob, or if you want to wait till the next session, the beginning of the next session. Maybe we can just do one thing or another. It's up to you. I'm trying not to give up too much information here. There's Caltho.
Well, I want to resolve the move with Zekra.
Okay.
So Brian, why don't you and I go on mute and you can call me.
Yeah, okay, that works. Well, actually, it might be better because I'm recording this session, so I think it'd be better if everybody else just drops off and I'll invite them back in when we're done talking, maybe.
Okay.
Is that okay with you guys? Was that
okay?
sure?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so everybody else drop off and I'll invite you back in once we're done talking because he's got some,
Okay. I'm just gonna go do something real quick and I'll be back in 5 then.
Okay, cool. Everybody just drop off the call. I'll invite you in a few minutes.
Got it.
Okay. See ya.
Cool.
Thanks. All right. Looks like everybody's gone, Bob. So you notice that Zekra's over there. She's over there with what appears to be mining company people. But you obviously know from your background with her that she's your ISB handler at the Imperial Security Bureau. So she's the one, and background for anybody else is that she's the one that basically saved you from execution in the Senate chamber, right? So she's put you into what was your whole thing? It was witness protection. That's what it was.
Yeah, I had information on that criminal organization, not the
Black Sun. Yeah, you knew about the Black Sun.
Black Sun,
right? Yeah. And so the last time you saw her, you guys were doing that. You pulled off that last job that we talked about before, where you had stolen some files. You found out that it was a Black Sun guy, and so she advised you to get out of there quick because they were going to come and try to find out who ruined their operation. Last time you saw her, she was like, I have to go do a job on another Outer Rim planet, and ends up that she's in the exact same place as you. So I would say that she was so occupied with talking to the other agents, because they're other ISB agents. They're all posing obviously as mining company people. And she didn't really notice you at first. The crowd's so big, obviously, but do you want to make yourself known to her, or do you want her to finally look over and notice you, or how do you want to? Do you want to just?
No, I want to surprise her, so I want to make myself known.
Okay, all right. So you walk up to her, and she's got this huge, wide-eyed look, wondering. You could tell, what are you doing, Burt? What are you doing here? What? You're supposed to be getting away from this area, and what happened? And so she's kind of flustered and wondering what you're doing there.
I'm working an angle. I'm doing what I do. What the hell are you doing?
Oh well. Okay. So she's in tight with you, right? You guys she shares stuff with you. So she informs you that she's in an undercover operation herself with the ISB because they're trying to go after this Marcus Grayson guy, the guy who owns the gem, who's trying to sell it. They're trying to investigate him, and they want to get him. They want to get as much dirt on him as possible, and so she's posing as a bidder so that she can see what happens with the money and where it flows, and what Marcus Grayson is going to do with it. She's telling you all this stuff. and that way they can nail him and put him away for good, because he's been suspected of, a lot of corrupt and criminal things that a bureaucrat should not be doing in the Empire. So that's what she tells you, but she's still kind of confused about why you're there.
I'm here because I'm doing a job. Because you promised me protection and then you vanished. So I grabbed a group and I'm doing what I do.
Okay.
Fair enough. Just trying to stay alive.
Okay, she says that's fair enough. Are you involved in this gem auction as well in some way?
I'm involved to a certain extent. Yeah.
Okay, so are we going to be stepping on each other's toes here, or should we? What do we need to do?
No, I think we can find a way to help each other out. So if you're here looking after Grayson and you're looking at how the money's flowing in, I can provide you a direct path to where that money is going to. I guarantee you, Marcus Grayson isn't getting a dime out of this auction.
Interesting. Okay, so I need to have there's a problem here. I'm going to need to have some kind of money trail in order to put him away. So what can we do in order to do that? If I have a way to show that he is trying to get this gem sold on the black market, which is kind of what this is. It's kind of not really Empire legal to be selling this gem this way. I just need a way to put him away. So we need to figure out how we can do that. And I don't really care as much about the money, because I know that you need it in order to escape the Black Sun.
So
but
what do you need as far as proof in order to be able to put him away? You said you need a money trail.
Yeah, we need to be able to point back to him so we can bust him.
Where do you need the trail to point to?
Well, let's see. If she can, let's see. So, well, I want the money. The money needs to point back to where he has sold it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, because it's going to go into some account somewhere, right? We need to be able to see where that is, and it has to be in his name, so that we know that he sold it. And ideally, we want him to sell it for as high of a price as possible.
Well, I'm taking care of that, so don't worry about that. As soon as the money gets deposited into his account, all you need to see is that the money has been given to him.
Yes, that is right.
So we just need to wait until the winner has been declared, the money has been deposited into an account. It doesn't matter for how long as it's in that account at a certain point in time.
Yes, as long as we can get a snapshot and you can provide me with that information, then I will look the other way if you're trying to do anything that would not be legal in the eyes of the Empire.
All right, so I got a hacker guy that I can work with. If he can give you a snapshot of the money being in his account, it doesn't matter what happens to it afterwards, but if I can get my hands on that snapshot, that's what you need to bring him down.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what we need. And there's one other thing that I can maybe help you with. I know that the Empire does have a lot of money that we can be putting into this to push the price up. But what I would like to do is see if you can get this data pad into the hands of Caltho, because I think he's going to have a lot more money than we do, and he may be able to push the price up even higher.
What's the data pad have on it?
Let me see. Oh, what is it? Hold on. I had it a second ago. Well, it has it's an encrypted datapad. You would need to approach him on behalf of an anonymous client who's willing to pay for some information. So, I think so. Basically, what Zecker Foal's trying to do is get some more information on the Hutts too. Hold on a second, just reading a second here. So in the past, Caltho has been helpful to the Empire, but for the most part, he's always working for himself, obviously. So if we can get this datapad in his hands, we need to make sure that he doesn't, assume that it's something evil or a bomb or whatever. What is on this datapad? Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out, Bob. I thought it said something here about it a second ago. Okay, so she can't get Caltho's attention. And what she's trying to do is get him to pay as much as he can for the thing, for the gem. So because he's not listening to her or taking her audience, she's trying to get him this datapad that has information about that tells him what she's trying to accomplish.
Okay.
Just trying to get Caltho's help in putting away Marcus Grayson. So
got it. That's all I needed. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The guys back in?
Yeah, I'm gonna get him back in. This was a really complicated paragraph.
No, that makes sense.
I was just trying to. Yeah.
I can bring if Caltho feels like there's some type of business interest here, then
yes,
that's enough for me to get in, I think.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Let's get the other guys back in, and we'll talk to them, and we'll see what we're gonna do next. We can always stretch it out to a later time or whatever. And Jason, Travis, Rick. All right. Sent the invite. They should be back in a second. We can wrap this up if you want. I know it's getting late over there in Tejas. Let's see if they jump in. Okay, Rick's in.
All right.
Hey, Rick. Sorry about that. Hopefully that wasn't too long.
No. I'm just curious as to what tricksiness you guys were up to.
No tricks.
No tricks. It's just, there's just stuff that that you guys wouldn't know about, right? It can't just be public knowledge. Just things you don't know about. All right, everybody's back, it looks like.
Alrighty.
So, what's next? Bob, what would you like to do next? Do you want to talk to... It's I don't know if we want to say that they noticed you going to talk to somebody, or... Yeah, I guess this is a big party, so you can't really talk very much about anything until after the fact, right? I guess there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So, what would be next here, would you say?
Well, I think I got to go up to Caltho.
Okay.
Who's he got around him?
He's got those 3 people that I mentioned before. So he's got his protocol droid. He's got the bounty hunter Carrick, who is also part of the race, and he's got a bodyguard, a droid, and a major domo.
Go up to the bodyguard. The bodyguard was in the race?
He was. You're gonna go up to the bodyguard? Okay. So you walk up to him and he's holding up his hand, and raising his gun. And he's like, "Stop where you are. What do you need?" And then
I need to talk to you.
and then like the protocol droid comes rushing in. What's that?
Can you call Travis again?
Oh, he needs to get called. Okay, hold on. Yeah. What the heck, Travis?
Hey, I already did it like 8 times.
Yeah.
I think he gets a pass for 1.
Yeah. So you try. So let me put this up on the screen. You guys can still see the imagery, right?
Yeah.
Caltho. Okay, here's Caltho. Let's move Burt over. Okay. So the protocol droid comes running up, to intercept, and he says, "Oh, no. Excuse me, sir. Like C-3PO does. I am DZ-3PO, and you are not permitted to speak to Caltho."
I don't want to speak to you. I want to speak to the bodyguard. Get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, yeah. So Caltho's over, he's examining museum exhibits, basically, and the bodyguard asks you, "What do you need?"
Well, you fucked up today, didn't you, my bodyguard friend? You had the chance to win that race, and instead my 2 boys over there whooped your ass. I can imagine you're in the best graces right now with your boss, but I tell you what, I'll give you a way that you can get back in his graces by winning this auction and making sure one of his biggest rivals goes down.
I might be interested. You gotta do a check here, but I need to look at his profile really quick, so hold on. Carrick, where the heck is he? Wait a second. I guess he's just a normal bounty hunter profile, so I gotta grab a card for that. Let's see. Scum and villainy.
Is my mic working?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Is Travis's working?
Travis? No, I can't hear Travis if he's talking. Uh-oh, do we have a problem with that again? Okay, so he is a master bounty hunter. He has is he a master bounty hunter? Or is he a journeyman bounty hunter? Which one is he?
Travis dropped.
There he is.
Woo!
He's a journeyman bounty hunter. Okay, so you're gonna need to figure out how to convince him of what you're saying is good enough for him to even go back and talk to Caltho about it. So, is this a charm, deception? What is it going to be?
Well, my charm and deception rankings are the same. I guess it's whatever he's going to counter with, right?
It's probably going to be deception. He's got to be. First of all, he's pissed off that you're calling him out for losing. So he's kind of almost like raising his rifle at you. And
can he even have a rifle in a museum?
Well,
that's a fair point.
Well, this is like he's a bodyguard. He's security, so I don't know if that's it's a blaster pistol. Let's just say that
he gets a pass.
Yeah, he doesn't have a disruptor rifle with him. He has a blaster pistol. So he's kind of like, he's kind of gripping at it, like, because he's pissed off at you. So you got to do a deception check, but then you got to throw in a setback dice because he's kind of mad, and because he's a adversary. That's a upgrade of. Oh, never mind. That's for combat. Yeah. So, deception check. We'll do a average deception check, which
What is
it's 2 purple.
All right, I'm going to use Kill with Kindness to get rid of the setback die.
Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna use a force point.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, we're ready. Here we go.
Go for it. See what you got.
I got 3 success, a failure, 2 advantage, and a threat. So that would be 2 success and an advantage.
Nice. Okay, that convinced him. So, he did. His ears did perk when you were saying something about Caltho getting one up on one of his rivals. So, he's interested in more, and he tells you, you know, he doesn't get paid enough for what he's doing, but if he can bring some good news, it might give him some more bonus points with Caltho. So he says, "Just wait right here," and he walks over, and you can see him like leaning over and trying to talk to Caltho into Caltho's ear. Caltho has like a constant grump face, as you can see in that picture.
Brian, can you invite Travis one more?
Okay, sure. He's not able to talk, huh?
Yeah, same problem I had.
Okay, that's so weird. That's really, really weird. Okay, I sent it again. Yeah, so he has like a grump face, and he's like looking over at you, and then you can tell he's kind of hesitant. Let's see. Yeah, so go ahead and go over, and so you start walking over to him, but Carrot comes back. Carrot comes back and escorts you over, basically.
Travis can't hear us.
Oh no!
Oh, you can't hear us.
Check your software in the settings, or your hardware rather. Make sure that your microphone and speaker are set to the right hardware. That was my problem. Is it had set it to a different hardware setting. And change it and give it a second to kick in.
Did Travis get all that, or he just couldn't hear us, right? You sent him a message, maybe?
Is it that he can't hear us because he was pointing at himself?
Oh.
Or
Can you hear us, Travis? No? Huh.
Doesn't sound like.
crap.
God damn it, Google.
Google.
For all the billions that you have, you can't make one thing work.
Yeah, seriously.
First it's Disney, now it's Google. It's just
Right. Exactly.
All right, I'm going to tell him he can drop off, so we're almost done.
Yeah, we can catch him up.
Yeah.
We can catch him up if you want. You're getting tired, Bob. I can tell.
So what's going on?
Okay, so Carrick gets a nod from Caltho, you know, like a slight nod, and so Carrick comes walking back to you, and he escorts you over there, obviously with his hand on his pistol, just to make sure nothing shady's going on. And Caltho says, "Oh, what do you have to speak to me about?" In his, you know, Huttese language, whatever that is. Yeah.
Well, look, I got information that's going to help you win this thing and bump one of your biggest opponents out of business.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. I will listen for more. What?
All right. Well, you read this data pad. If you don't like what it says, this guy can shoot me.
Wait. So you don't have the data pad pulled out yet, right? You said it before you pulled it out.
Yeah. No, I already had it out.
Okay. Oh, you had it out as you're walking over there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, if that was the case, then Carrick would have his pistol pointed at you the whole time to make sure that it's not something like, you know, nefarious that you're trying to do with this thing.
Yeah.
And so he So Caltho says, "Oh, I do not know what this thing is," and so he asks the protocol droid to look at it and observe it first and see what it is, and then he says, I need to verify that this is correct, and so the protocol droid looks at it and says, "Oh yes, master, this is okay," and so he hands it to him and he says, I will look through this and I will get back to you on it. So he has to like read it obviously first. So he said he'll call you back over when he has more to talk about, and if it proves to be something that is helpful, then you can you'll get a reward, or you'll be rewarded for your help if it is what you say it is. And with that, he goes off and gets ready to place his bid, and obviously he's based on his appearance and his entourage, you can tell he's got the most money out of everybody, so there's no doubt he's going to just keep bidding. So he goes in and let me think here. If you can get that thing, hold on. Okay, so I think we're good here with all the first bids. As far as all the bidders, so Zekrafal already went in and placed her bid. Caltho, he's going to go in and place his bid. What was your? Can you tell me do you still have your dice available for that last roll you did with Carrick? I think it was. You said it was 2 successes. I don't know if you still have that dice available. If you don't,
an advantage.
How many? 2
2
successes?
successes and an advantage.
Okay. Cool. That works. Okay. This is interesting. So, the advantage, let's just make sure we remember to use that for the next time you talk to me, get a boost die.
Okay.
This is very interesting. So, just based on the work that you guys did in this first round, or before the next round of bidding, it looks like the highest bidder this round going in. I mean, people don't know what the high bid's going to be in the next round, but it looks like Vorse is going to put in the highest bid, followed by Shreya, and then Caltho.
Okay.
So that's kind of how. I don't know if that's something. I don't know if that's information that your actual characters would know, but I just wanted you guys to know as players how you affected the bidding, because in general, really, you would think that Caltho with all the money is going to bid the highest, no matter what. So
the night is young.
And basically, it's because you guys did what you could to push up, to you pumped up their ability to pay more. Okay.
Just goes to show you, insulting someone's manhood works every time.
Right, exactly. What was I gonna say next? Okay, so we've gotten the first round done. I'm going to, between now and our next session, I will review this and kind of figure out how to pare it down so we can get through this auction quicker. Now, I don't know if I'm trying to think here. I don't know what else we need to do. So I guess you need to go back and talk to Caltho again about that, the data pad you just gave him. And think about anything else you need to go back and do. You can talk to anybody else again. I guess you might want to talk to Vorse again.
Yeah.
It seems like he's pumping it up. Pump it up. And there are other people roaming around in the party. So at some point you'll see Marcus Grayson walking through, he himself, the guy who's selling the damn thing. And then Lando will come through along with Lobot and any of the other people that you've run into. I mean, you're already talking to Greg, so that's good. So I think we're done with the first round. I got to figure out how to reduce this down. It's a little bit too long, I think, to push it that far. Unless we just roll a bunch of dice for each round to see where people go with that. And you can just say 1 or 2 sentences about what you talked to the person about. That's another way to go. But we'll think about it for next time. Anything else, you guys? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is. I'll probably remember later. unfortunately.
No, nothing I can think of right now.
Okay.
I guess we got through the first round of talking to people, and
Yep.
we'll get some eliminations and some dropouts.
Yep, there's definitely some dropouts. So far, well, Eliza didn't go back in. That's what you guys noticed. She was the only one that didn't go back in to pay for the gem.
Okay.
Or to up her bid on the gem. And Paws Pedorra was like really hesitant, but he still went in because you convinced him to. So, and that's where we are. So, next time, I guess we can think about it between now and next session about how you guys want to do the next rounds, because there's going to have to be a lot more rounds, either really quickly rolling dice to figure out what that will be.
Yeah. We can even do just like roll some dice, tell a story. Roll some dice, tell a story. And just
I think that's what we might have to do.
Try to just think of the stuff and roll my dice while you're talking and.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just make sure that you're prepared for that, because if we want to speed it up, we don't want to make it. I don't want to make it too slow. So,
but the story part can be fun too. So you want to have some of it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And I wanted to make sure that was in there, so I didn't want to like cut it too short. So I'm glad. Thanks for the feedback. That's good.
We have to hear about the puppy.
Yeah. And you know what? We also forgot to do at the beginning of the session. We totally forgot to figure out. We forgot to roll our percentage dice to figure out who had obligations that came up.
Oh, that's right. For the extra strain, right?
Yeah. Well, not just that, but like if your obligation fires, something could happen to you related to your obligation in this part of
to do that next time.
Yeah. So let's remember that. If you guys can remind me, we'll do that next time, and I'll just bring it into the story that way. All right. Cool. Anything else, guys? I think we're good for tonight. We gotta get the Texan to go to bed. He's got work in the morning.
All right.
Cool.
All right, Bob. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, we'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
See you.
See you later.
Later.